Let's go.
Press the red button. We filming?
Yeah, we're filming.
Lovely stuff. We are rolling. Okay, so Mr. Kimberley has challenged me to try and sum up a little bit about this particular aspect of your Medicine in Britain paper. It's a tough one, this. In Medicine in Britain paper, you've got a chunk which is labelled Historic Environment, the British Sector of the Western Front. Now, it's basically the three smaller questions that go at the start of your bigger Medicine in Britain paper, okay? It basically means World War I medicine, okay? There's not very much, only a small amount of focus, and I've put a few things here to flag up that you could do with revising when you're getting ready for your mock exams and, of course, for the real things. And the first thing is you need to know what is the situation, yeah? They're fighting in trenches, we know this, but you need to know some basic common injuries that are going to happen. Trench foot is your classic. But you've also got things like injuries from shrapnel, yeah, injuries from bullet wounds. Why do I, as a soldier, if I get shot, why am I going to get super infected in my wound? What's happening for the uniform? What's happening with the mud that I might fall into? Definitely learn what gas gangrene is. That's going to be really important. So you're looking at the general background. With that, you'll also be looking at, well, what's the situation at that point in 1914 to 1918, the World War I period. This is when your bigger medicine knowledge ties in. So we know you've got some basic X-ray machines, but they're not amazing. We've got some treatments, but we've not got penicillin, like big antibiotic treatments yet. So you need to know roughly where this particular historic environment fits. Okay, let's keep going. We've also got medical transport, has come up in previous years. Stretcher bearers through to horse-drawn ambulances and motor ambulances. What's good about them? What's bad about them? Why is it being a stretcher bearer is so dangerous, for example? A particular injury or a particular, I suppose, weapon that's used in World War I is the gas attacks. Now, we've been practicing this, well, you remember back in year 10, we practiced several questions on the gas attacks. That could definitely come up. Chlorine, phosgene, mustard gas. Know what they are, know what the available treatments were for them, and also, more importantly, know what their symptoms were. What do they do to you? Do they make you choke? Do they make you go blind? You need to find that out. This big, scary source here, this is us looking at a diagram of the chain of evacuation. This is quite hard. It did intimidate you back in year 10 possibly, but all you need to know is it gets more dramatic. People would get rescued from no man's land. They would go to the RAP, the Regimental Aid Post. If they were still needed better treatment, they'd go along to the dressing stations, then the casualty clearing stations, and finally, we've got the base hospital further back from the line. You need to know a little bit about each of these stations, but more important is knowing, well, why is treatment limited in World War I? What are the factors that are stopping the surgeons and doctors from being so awesome and from doing their best? Think about the conditions, supplies, number of troops, all things that are slowing down and hampering perhaps the medical professionals. Again, a couple of things. Final thing is innovation. We know that war is a massive factor in improving medicine. We've got some examples here, the Thomas splint, mobile X-ray units, blood transfusions and plastic surgery. Those 4 examples are all innovations that happened during World War I to make treatment better. Ideally know a little bit about them. My final point is make sure you're okay with the source questions. This little tiny chunk of your medicine paper, it hinges on whether you can answer the source questions. That's how useful a source is B and C or A and B, depending on what the paper says, for your inquiry. And the second one is that really sneaky, how could you follow up on an inquiry? We've got some great material online and there'll be some exemplars coming soon to help you answer those questions, but do some practicing and speak to your history teachers.